fall in vain. We go down pan we knee and we pray. If we eye water now fall in vain, me picnic never do him nothing. Me picnic never do him nothing. Me say, him a go there, the water now go in vain. He hold up the tap, take what the man can tie up them and come run down me picnic and kill him. He say, nah, clad prison cancer go kill him in there. Him a go stand there. And privy council now let him go neither. Me when he done he now go had dollar left. Me eye water now go in vain. The 1st of February. Every 1st of February, me remember my boy birthday, the 20th of August. Vybz Kartel now come out. Me no business. Who want come look for me now can come. Him now come out, but and they are dead. In the same way how me can feel it, mama go feel it too. And she never go look about him when the pooper say look about him, me only push them and lick their head on the concrete post. And when the pooper say something wrong with him, go she say if he left him not do him. And she come on national TV, the day up and come about she say no prayers and blessing come down. In blessing run out. In blessings run out.
Right now you know we unstoppable. Unstoppable, that mean them can't stop you. Unstoppable, now we are trained.
Welcome back, viewers. So as many of you may know by now, the decision as it relates to the appeal of convicted dancehall entertainer Vybz Kartel came down yesterday and left many Gaza fans or dancehall fans disappointed, as the appeal decision was a stay of conviction. Now, from the recording in the beginning of this video, you would have heard it's alleged that is the mother of the victim, Lizard, who is saying that she will be staying on her knees, that Vybz Kartel never sees the light of day. She also said that her tears will not be going in vain and Vybz Kartel will remain exactly where he is. Now, several persons have spoken out since the announcement. One such person is Sika Rhymes, who is a relative of the entertainer. Now, this is what Sika Rhymes had to say on Miss Kitty Live.
Sika Rhymes, good afternoon. Welcome to Miss Kitty Live. How are you?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
All right. Well, what's your real name, Sika Rhymes? All right, Mr. Chambers, very well. Of course, everybody is shell-shocked. Well, some are not shell-shocked. Some were expecting that the appeal would be dismissed. How are you taking this dismissal of the appeal today?
First, I was looking at a positive side, and then after hearing the outbreak, it just kind of gave me back a look down feeling. But we have to just rise again,
Yes.
Just move forward from there, sir. I didn't stop there, sir. You understand me?
Right. He still has an opportunity to appeal to the Privy Council in England. But talk to me a little bit, though, Sika, because you have been in contact with Vybz Kartel in terms of going to the prison to visit him, correct?
Yes, yes.
Very well. And how often do you get a chance to visit?
I like it seem like one time a week, but I can go like every day, at least 7 days to the week,
Okay.
Bring food and stuff for him and make sure I'm alright,
Yes. And how is he taking all of this in terms of his mental state, in terms of, what does he say to you, if anything, since being incarcerated?
He's a high spirit person like me, like always laughing and smiling, no matter what. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Just always, yeah.
So
always in a good mood.
Always in a good mood. So when you talk to him, does he seem, or has he ever seemed worried, or was he ever worried about the Court of Appeal decision?
No, man. Whether or not, man, I tell you, man, we always talk about the future, man. What about the next, man?
Yes.
You understand what we now work out with them and say, no, because as I said, it not stop dead, sir.
Yes.
You understand? Yeah, we still have a long future. We are ahead of it.
Yes.
You understand? Yeah.
Well, you're his cousin. What else can you tell me about his family members? How are his other family members taking it? Like, for example, his mother, his children, his other relatives.
But they're not really take it lightly, I understand myself, them kind of down at the moment.
Yes.
But as I say, not everybody have to go be down, you see me? Some have to go be strong for hold it up, see me. So, but they have that person today.
Right. And in terms of on you, is it stressful to you? How are you managing and coping? How are you managing? Is it stressful to you?
At first, when I hear, at first, I watch it from the live.
Yes.
And then maybe somebody said it's dinner, and then it's kind of great my vibe. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And things. But as I say, I never did look out. I never really celebrate until I hear them say yes.
Yes.
You understand? Yeah, so we never really look to say, yo, yeah, man, everything up and I build up my hopes.
Yes.
You understand me?
Yes.
Yeah, just be that a 50-50.
Yes. What do you want people to know about Vybz Kartel? Because I mean, there are things we read in the press, there are things we read in the paper, and what do you want? Do you want to clear up anything, any misconception people might have about him?
They just need time. Time is a very most important thing, and that's time. If
Yes.
you don't have time, you're not going to get to know the person. You
Yes.
understand me? The real side of the person, because they can meet me at the wrong time, a bad time. You understand? And be like, oh, sit and hype and this and that. But they're just being judgmental at the time when you meet them. Maybe they don't have enough time to stand up and say about I to you.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? So if them get a chance to actually see who is Vybz Kartel, yeah, I sure know the world would enough people that think different of him.
And you're an artist yourself, correct? How has he impacted or influenced your career?
You know that from day one, I get the word ethic from my mom, because they don't know she's a hustler, so I get that off her. You understand?
Yes.
And you don't know, you'll get as a mentor guide me along the way. You understand me?
Yes.
A lot to teach me, and there's a lot more me still I learn the same way.
What would you say is the most valuable lesson you've learned from him or he has taught you?
Never give up. Work.
Yes. Work. So where do you go from here? When next do you see him? Do you have a specific time when you're going to visit him?
Oh, no, because the whole place is kind of under lockdown because of coronavirus. I just want the fans to know, to be strong, because guys are strong. You understand what I say? I remember so we all get to youth.
Yes.
They build for this. You understand what I say?
Yes.
We never build for this, so they're in this situation fighting right now. Build for fight. So, yeah, just be strong, Gaza Nation. You don't know. Vybz Kartel, the whole Gaza Nation, the whole Sika Rhymes, the whole up move, love me. You see me?
And what about Sean Storm and the other men?
And Sean Storm.
Yes.
Sean Storm, too, you know.
Yes, Andre St. John.
Same thing go for Sean Storm, same thing go for St. John's, and same thing go for Cairo.
Now, as the Sika Rhymes say, he was 50-50 on whatever the decision could have been. So as a result, him never start celebrate too early, unlike certain people who were overconfident that Vybz Kartel would have walked. Now, Sika Rhymes did the right thing, because you can imagine you did so anxious and I say, yes, the man are going to win this, and then get disappointed, like a lot of Gaza fans. Now, another entertainer spoke with Miss Kitty as well, a member of Morgan's Heritage, Gramps Morgan. Let's take a listen to what Gramps had to say.
A fellow musician, Vybz Kartel, incarcerated dancehall star, today got a blow to his appeal, which was dismissed by the Court of Appeal earlier this morning. How are you feeling about, what are you feeling about his, the appeal and the verdict that was handed down?
Oh, man, it's a rough time, you know. The hardest part for me, Miss Kitty, is as a father, I feel it, you know. But the courts must do what they need to do, and justice must be served. And according to when you look at the evidence in the case, if that was certain other countries, it probably would have been thrown out. But at the end of the day, a mother lose her son.
Yes.
And that mother lose her son. He's still alive, but he's in prison.
Yeah.
That's what that me feel. But the law is the law, and the law must be upheld. And however they see it fit, we understand.
Yes.
For me, I feel it for Vybz Kartel.
Why?
And for the Jamaican music industry to lose such an artist, it's going to be hard to replace a Vybz Kartel. So for me, it's a two-sided double sword.
But
praying for it,
Yes, but let me ask you though, Grams. There is no replacing because I mean, Vybz Kartel is still he has been running the place from 2005. He's still one of the hottest DJ. Really and truly, I don't like him going nowhere. You know what I mean? His music is still potent. He's still running the place. So really and truly, there needs to not be like a replacement because he is still dominating the charts, dominating music. So really and truly, his presence is still very much felt.
His presence is musically felt the same way Bob Marley is still felt, but he's not here physically.
Yes.
But how happy would you be to see Bob Marley perform live?
True.
So that is the component that I'm saying. Is that people want to see Vybz Kartel and fans, they want to see him and touch him and you know, thank God for social media today that people, whoever is running his social media page, I know the other day it was alleged that he jumped on live, whatever, but thank God for something like social media that people and his team that still take care of his business can post stuff and say, you know, write about things about Vybz Kartel. But there's nothing like your artist perform live. I don't care what component of the music people love.
Yes.
But when seeing your artist perform on stage live, there's something special about that.
But let me, and that's absolutely correct because that's an energy that cannot be replaced by just hearing the voice on record or on CD or iTunes or whatever. It's a different vibe and energy that you feel. But let me ask this question because some persons have said that some artists are actually not so distressed about this appeal being dismissed because it actually works to their benefit. Because when Kartel they road him dominate everything, every show, them not eat no food. Everybody, them overshadow them. So right about now, a man say, yo, boy, I'm sorry for that, but Jano, more food for them. Is that fair? Is anybody saying that? Or have you heard anything like that?
No, I've never heard anything like that. Like, I saw an interview with my brother Buju Banton the other day, and it's like, I think Vybz Kartel was a genius. You know, he is a genius, not was, because he's alive and still making music.
Yes.
Thank God. And, if Vybz Kartel was in America or in the UK or another country, he wouldn't be able to make music in prison. But the courts decided that whatever the family of Lizard would benefit from him still making music. And it just shows you that the guy is still so creative and powerful lyrically and topic. Is the topics of these songs that Vybz Kartel make that are still relevant today.
Yeah.
He's the young millenniums that are still being turned on to Vybz Kartel, that his reach is even beyond the Norman Manley Airport.
Yes.
His reach goes up to the hip-hop community, all the way into the UK, all the way to Africa. So he's just musically talented. It just shows you the power of him as an artist. But if every artist will look at and take a page out of Vybz Kartel book and say, what is this man doing?
Yes.
What is it? He's a magical man, he's a superman. What is it that Vybz Kartel is doing that he still remains relevant today while behind bars?
Yes. Well, some persons will say, Grams, it's a loss to music, that he cannot be here to perform, but it's actually good for the society because a lot of the music was not necessarily helping the society at all. And so really, the society has not lost.
I agree with that. Even there's a movement in Jamaica called Excuse Me Driver, where I am even adamant about that, Miss Kitty, that, we're careful the music where we listen. Cause I'm a Vybz Kartel fan.
Yeah.
But certain Vybz Kartel, I'm not playing in my car and in my house.
Yes.
And one of my favorite Vybz Kartel is some him speak conscious lyrics now. One song with him, Emergency.
Yes. Yes, roar through them, yes. Mm-hmm.
So when I say that, the power of his voice, I think he was just coming into his own.
Yeah.
Just imagine Vybz Kartel making 50 more songs like that.
Yeah.
How the change, and because music affects society.
Absolutely.
Music affects people, and we have to be an example in our society and in our country and in our industry that even if we're talking about girls that talk about a situation or where it comes from, do it in a way that it can still be a positive aspect on society. And that's why I think what you're talking about, and I agree with you 100%, we have to be responsible for what comes out of our mouth because people are listening to what we are.
No, I don't feel like Miss Kitty didn't ask a very valid question a while ago. Me I got asked another question. Do you think that a lot of these dancehall entertainers right now who they are road happy say Vybz Kartel did not win this appeal? Because some of them probably look on it and say, yo, if Vybz Kartel come out right now my food just a go get cut because if Vybz Kartel they were him there and I stop some of them food, well then again we can't even blame Vybz Kartel for them food a stop because of them now put in no work in order to make them food. But some of them still blame Kartel and say a Kartel are the reason why them now make no money, why them songs now get played, why them can't get a hit song. What do you think? Do you think some of them are rejoice that Vybz Kartel didn't win this appeal? Talk me down below and let me know. Alright? So Miss Kitty also had a few questions for Vybz Kartel's lawyer, Mr. Tom Tavares Finson. Let's take a listen to the conversation and then we jump right back into it.
We have with us now online Queen's Counsel, Tom Tavares Finson, one of the lawyers on the Vybz Kartel case. QC, good afternoon. Learned Queen's Counsel, good afternoon. How are you? Yes, we've been busy. You've been working hard, and so have I. But it's great to talk to you today. I know the circumstances have been overwhelming, to say the least, for today. What can you tell us about the judgment and how you're feeling about it?
No, I don't know if the correct analysis is to say it has been overwhelming. Approximately 4 years ago, this case finished. We indicated an intention to appeal, and the appeal was heard 2 years ago.
Yes.
So, from conviction to judgment, it's 4 years. It's really, in our view, quite unprecedented in the view of Valerie Roberts and I, who appeared for Mr. Palmer.
Yes.
It's unprecedented.
Yes.
So therefore, you prepare for the worst, you hope for the best. And the bottom line is that this is not the worst possible outcome.
What could have been the worst? I was about to ask that. Because Queen's Counsel, Valerie Nita Robertson mentioned that, you know, there are many different outcomes, right? What was the worst and obviously the best would have been for it to be allowed, but what was the worst that could have happened?
I'm telling you from my point of view, the worst that could have happened would be the possibility of a retrial, because then you would have been in the courts for another 5, 6, or 7 years based on what has happened here.
Yes.
Because 8.5 years he has been before the courts.
Yes.
This is what this does is open the possibility of taking the matter outside of the
jurisdiction.
Outside of the geographical jurisdiction.
Yes.
And putting it before the Privy Council. And we know that a Privy Council appeal and turnaround will be significantly less than the 4 years that we have been left waiting to hear what is happening in this appeal.
And how long will it take to appeal to the Privy Council? How long is that process?
What I can tell you is that it is significantly less than the 2 years that this judgment took to write.
Yes. So, in terms of
the bottom line is that if you are making a sensible assessment of the thing, and you realize that they are taking 2 years to write a judgment, you come to the conclusion that they must be writing something, and that they are putting their mind on writing a judgment that can stand up to some amount of scrutiny. In other words, this is what we expected. So
did the judgment shock you at all?
Not in the slightest.
Why not?
Some of the aspects of the evidence, I personally expected them to take that view of it. Let me just put it that way.
Okay, very well.
A particular view of the evidence, and that don't surprise me in the slightest. I have a view that the Privy Council may very well have a different approach to the matter.
Some persons, QC, are saying that, or may not understand, the legalese and all that goes into a case. And they may think that the lawyer didn't do a good job or didn't do enough. In terms of accounting for, you're obviously one of the leading, attorneys and counsel. You're a Queen's Counsel, and that means something. The Q and the C are not just ornaments. And so talk to me about the work that would have gone into a case and a matter like this to put before the court to get the judgment.
Well, to start with, recognize that the original trial took place it is the longest criminal trial in the history of Jamaica. So that alone will tell you the amount of work that went into that. That is to say, the original trial. Preparing the appeal was a lengthy process in relation to Kartel, Valerie, Nita Robertson, and myself, and my team and her team prepared that. The other lawyers, Bert Samuel, Arthur Senior Smith, and Robert Fletcher would have worked in relation to the other matters, but it's a lot of work.
Yes.
As far as to whether or not the lawyers did a good job, there's an objective analysis of it. The fact that the trial took so long, the fact that the trial involved so many lengthy legal and technical issues speak to the fact that the lawyers were working on both sides,
yes,
prosecution and defense. And the fact that the Court of Appeal took 2 years to respond to the appeal.
But they could say Queen's Counsel, they could say they are overwhelmed, they had backlog and they had many other matters, and that 2 years is not, it's long, but it is not unusual.
It is unprecedented as far as I'm concerned, and it is an outrageous state of affairs. And I have no doubt that the Privy Council will have something to say about it.
Very well. There's a part of the judgment, Mr. Vincent, Tavares Vincent, that the judges have given counsel 7 days, I think, to respond to the sentencing. Talk to us. Could you speak to that aspect of the judgment, please? What does that mean, and why is that important?
What the President has asked for is an indication as to how much time the appellant had spent in custody. I believe he had specifically said prior to the trial.
Yes.
So that's not a difficult thing to compose. So that will be filed early next week in the court, just indicating how much time each of them spent in custody.
So that time would have been subtracted from what? No, what is that?
No, I'm not going to speculate as to why they want that.
Mm-hmm.
But you can conclude that they are looking at the question of the sentencing to determine. Because one of the grounds is that the sentence was
manifestly excessive.
Mm-hmm. 35 years.
Yes.
And 20 years and 25 years for the others, I think. But no, I'm sorry, 35.
And 30.
25 and 30.
Yes.
So they are looking at that. Whether they interfere with it is another matter. I don't know what they would do.
And do you have any idea how long now that would take for you to get that judgment back, or that part of the judgment?
They said that they're giving us. The President said he would give us 7 days to file it, and I believe he indicated that they would respond in 2 days.
Have you spoken to your client yet, since the judgment was read or handed down?
I have communicated with him. Yes.
How is he feeling about?
Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something.
Yes.
For at least 4 months now, I formed a certain view, and I have spoken with Mr. Palmer's dad, who I communicate with on a regular basis.
Yes.
And I spoke with Shorty, who I communicate with on a regular basis, and we were preparing ourselves for this very day. That's why I said to you that it don't come as any shock.
Right. Well, how is Mr. Palmer taking it so far?
Which one of them? Father Palmer?
The Adisha Palmer. And Father Palmer as well, and even Shorty.
We have moved on, you know. You don't understand it. We moved on a long time, you know. We have moved on. We were actually hoping for this day so that we can move on. Either let go the man or uphold the conviction. Don't keep it waiting for 2 years.
Yes.
We have another step to take. We can't take that step unless this was out of our hands. So in a way, this is a relief. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I totally understand. But as I said, Queen's Counsel, remember, you and I will understand, but we have to talk, we have to break it down and distill it so that my listeners can have a full understanding of what is happening. Yes.
Let me break it down and show you something. Many Jamaicans hearing this trial know instinctively that something was wrong. They know that something was wrong with the telephone because they have the man's phone and the phone wasn't locked up. The police were using it.
Well, all right, viewers, there you have it. You hear from Gramps Morgan, you hear from Sika Rhymes, you hear from Tom Tavares Vincent, and you hear from Unstoppable. What Uno have to say as it relates to this thing? Talk to me down below in the comment section and let us know your thoughts. Alright? If your comment makes sense, I may just respond. Alright? Watch out, man. This has been another one from Unstoppable TV. Like, share, comment, and definitely don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, no matter what, don't let nobody stop you. I'm unstoppable, and I'm out.
Right now, you know we unstoppable. Unstoppable.